Have you made a coffee ready? Since the breakout of COVID-19, we're not able to meet customers face to face for more than 2 years. Fortunately, now we are being offered with this live streaming, and we can present EVE and ourselves to the worldwide customers. Today, our topic, as you can see, is a lithium primary solutions for smart metering applications. During this speech, we offer maximum 15% discount, but just over the show time. And we'll pick 100 lucky audiences and offer them free samples. And we'll also further pick up 10 lucky audiences and offer each one of them a coupon of US dollars 100. So stay with us, don't run away, don't miss this chance. My name is Lampa Lei, the host of today. I have been a salesman for 9 years, dedicated for the smart metering business. I wish this photo is not over photoshopped. Today's live streaming includes majorly 3 parts. Firstly, a short company presentation given by myself. Then we'll have 3 different speeches given by 3 product managers. Lastly, there will be a roundtable with all the engineers and a QA from the worldwide customers. Here are the speakers for today. As you can see, the one who sits in front of a group of people is either a godfather or head of the team. Peter Zhao, the director of R&D. Peter is not only the veteran of lithium batteries, but also a good friend of mine. He and me were used to on a train from Paris to a Mediterranean coast of France. At that time, we could not speak any French, and everyone else can only speak either French or French English. Oh, quite an adventure for us. Today, Peter will be the major speakers for the roundtable. Okay, we also have Jesse, the product manager for the SPC product. In my mind, he is a typical engineer with good logic and good at speech. I visited his office. He has 1 desktop with 2 monitors and also 2 other notebooks. Whoa, amazing. He will give us a speech about SPC. Also, as you can see, 2 of the engineers are women, accounts for 50% of the importance of today's speech. They are Amy and Sarah. Today in China, women now not only playing a more important role at home, but also in the company. Oh, where's my salary bank card? Amy will speak for the ER batteries, and Sarah will speak for the ER plus SPC hybrid power solutions. So let me go to the company presentations. We are EVE. Please pronounce like EVE, not Eve. We are group companies. For smart metering business, we present ourselves as EVE Energy Company Limited or EV Asia Company Limited. Now let me present EVE in four parts. Just now I said about EVE, R&D, products, markets, and revenue. Sorry. Okay, go to the next slide. About EVE, generally speaking, EVE is a high technology platform company, or you can say a total solution provider who can offer comprehensive solutions which are widely used in the Internet of Things and the Internet of Energy, such as consumer products, industrial batteries, battery for energy storage systems, and battery for automotive applications. The history and development of EVE, as you can see, we were established in 2001 from the rental building. So basically speaking, we're a typical 21st century company, and we started from nothing. And 2 years later, after 2 years of technological accumulations, in the year of 2003, we started to produce primary lithium batteries, name it lithium cyanide chloride batteries. Amy will talk more about that later. From the year 2016 and 6 consecutive years up to now, the sales numbers of this type of batteries has being ranking the first in China. 3 years later, in the year 2009, we became a public company. From that year onwards, the endorsement from the capital markets provided us strong support for the market. Also in the same year, to utilize the technical characteristic of the lithium primary batteries and lithium ion batteries, EVE launched an innovative product, the SPC, the lithium ion based superpulse capacitor, which is widely used in the IoT world. The year 2015 is a milestone for EVE. We expanded ourselves to the automotive and ESS market, a market that worth thousands of billions of dollars. Our chairman called it the second time startup of EVE. Over the same year, we launched cylindrical NCM cells, or a more familiar name, the 18650, for the power tools and gardening tools. In 2019, we have significantly improved the energy density of the modules for automotive and ESS batteries. Also, in the same year, we put forward a rechargeable beam cells, which is intended for TWS, true wireless stereo handsets. They quickly received recognitions from reputed mobile phone brands. Maybe you have one in your pocket. In the year 2021, based on the advanced technology and profound production experiences, we launched the 46 series NCM big cylindrical cells, or for example, 4680, a cylindrical LFP cells, lithium iron phosphate cells, for example, C40. In the past 20 years, EVE has developed more than 50 different types of cylindrical cells, and more than 2.5 billion pieces are sold worldwide up to now. Innovation-driven developments in the future will continue to bear this concept and promote the development of the EVE to a higher level. Okay, an overview. Currently, the company has more than 16,000 employees in 6 production sites, 5 sales companies inside China and overseas. The first one was located in the city of Huizhou. It is also the headquarters of EVE, and where we are now, it is in the southern part of China, adjacent to the cities of Shenzhen and the city of Hong Kong. Maybe some of these audiences were once here. The second one is in the city of Jimen, Hubei province. It is in the central China, near the city of Wuhan. The third one is in the city of Chengdu, Sichuan province, southwestern China. The next 3 ones are all in the cities of Ningbo, Qingdao, Qidong, and Yancheng, respectively. All these 3 sites are in the eastern China, near the city of Shanghai. Apart from the production bases, we have 5 sales offices in the city of Changzhou, Jiangsu province, also near Shanghai, and also the other one is in Hong Kong SAR, and also in Taiwan province, in the United States and Europe. And the European one is Germany, is in Germany. Also, we have distribution network throughout Europe and Asia. Okay, next will be our R&D strength. Dr. Liu Jincheng is the founder of EVE, the chairman of the board, and also the head of the R&D Institute. He has engaged in the R&D lithium batteries for more than 37 years. To be a top lithium battery enterprise with technical leadership and to produce creative contribution to lithium batteries worldwide is his vision for the R&D Institute. In this institute, there are more than 2,200 R&D engineers. There are 15 R&D centers in the building for more than 230,000 square meters and in 10 large-scale laboratories. And there are more than 200 high-precision testing apparatuses. Thanks to the strong R&D team, EVE has been making breakthroughs of the key technology of lithium batteries and made contributions to the more than 60 national standards. And the EVE is granted with more than 3,500 patents up to now. 4 of them are national outstanding patents. The first one is about primary lithium batteries. and the other three are about lithium-ion batteries. Okay, next, platform and corporations. EVE has been striving with the innovation and development of lithium batteries. We have an in-house postdoctoral program, two national engineer centers for key technology and the materials of lithium batteries. And in addition, EVE has been cooperating with the Wuhan universities. Wuhan universities is one of the top universities in China. And also we cooperate with startups in Israel for the fast charge, and also the other research institute on new materials. Okay, next, products and markets. EVE's business activities falls into three major divisions, namely consumer batteries, EV and ESS batteries, and strategic partnerships. The consumer batteries includes primary lithium batteries, small lithium-ion batteries, and small cylindrical cells. The comprehensive portfolios of EV and ESS batteries covers prismatic NCM cells, prismatic LFP cells, pouch NCM cells, cylindrical NCM cells, and energy storage systems. In addition, we actively enrolled in the upstream and downstream, and we have established a strategic partnership with small Huayou Cobalt, Dynamic, Caption, GEM, BTR, Semcor, and also Zhongke Electric. Okay, next, applications for smart life. The product mainly applied to two major markets, the 5G or IoT related, or the Internet of Energy. From the figures, you can see that EV's consumer batteries can be used for at least 12 scenarios in the family. For example, smart meters, smart security devices, smoke alarms, automotive electronics, T-box, or in Europe, you call it e-calling onboard systems. Intelligent transport, name it ETC in China. ETC stands for Electronic Toll Collection. TWS headsets, smart wearables, smart watch, smart bands, e-cigarettes, power tools, gardening tools, and vacuum cleaners. It was said that some of the customers cut their grasses 3 times a day during the lockdown. Also can be used in light e-vehicles, two-wheelers, four-wheelers, etc. Up to now, more than 1.7 billion primary lithium batteries has been used in smart meters and intelligent traffic. EVE has 80% of the share of the Chinese smart metering, smart electricity market, and about 75% of the ETC market. Now, more than 1 billion electronic e-cigarettes batteries has been sold worldwide, and cylindrical NCM batteries are widely used in the power tools and the electric two-wheelers. Okay, the next is for the application on the new energy. This picture shows you that the different scenarios of EV batteries, EV power batteries for passenger cars, special vehicles, light e-vehicles, construction machineries, electric ships, grid ESS, telecom ESS, and home ESS. According to a statistic, in the year 2020, EV ranked as top 4 energy storage manufacturers. In the first half of 2021, EV ranks as top 10 worldwide in terms of power batteries penetration. In the year 2021, ranked top 3 in the passenger cars penetration. Okay, next one is our capacity for the power batteries. As you can see, the demand for the entry-level EV and ESS has introduced the rapid growth of LP cells. EV's ambition is to be one of the top 5 power battery companies worldwide and with a market share of more than 10%. Okay, next revenue. The revenue of 2020 is about 1.3 billion US dollars, and our goal is to exceed 16 billion US dollars. in the 2025, which will be a quite fast growth. The fiscal report for the year 2021 will be released soon. Next, we are going to play a video to show you the EV facilities and the high automated lines. Here we go. Welcome back. As you can see, we have adopted highly IT-based and highly automated production lines. The automated production lines for pouch NCM cells are of the world's leading level. Making products of the good quality is our ultimate goal. We will control all the necessary details to minimize the dust, burst, and to remove moisture contents, to avoid poor welding, and to prevent leakage. Product quality has already been recognized by world-class car makers. Ponch NCM cells has been delivering to Daimler. As for the prismatic NCM cells, EVE has received designations letter from BMW and Jaguar. In the year 2021, three products won full score of quality from customers. This is all the passengers of these are all the presentation of EVE. I wish you have a better understanding of who EVE is, how EVE is, what we have done, and what we're going to do. Some of the audience may just have joined the show, and let me take this chance and say that once again, during the speech, we offer maximum 15% of discounts just over the show time. And we'll pick 100 lucky audience and offer them free samples. And we also further pick up 10 lucky audience and offer them $100 coupon. So stay with us, don't run away, don't miss the chance. Next, I will leave this time to Emmy. Her speech is about EI batteries, lithium thionyl chloride batteries. Welcome, Emmy. Wish you good luck, Emmy. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Amy. It's my honor today to share introduction about ER battery with you today. ER battery have more than 20 years experience in research and development. UAE was established in 2001 and produced primary lithium battery since 2003. In 2011, UAE launched a new product SPC, superposed capacitors, and presents a new hybrid solution, ER plus SPC, which combines the advantage of primary lithium batteries and lithium-ion battery to fit the long-term application market. Till 2022, more than 1.5 billion UAE primary lithium batteries has been used in field applications. Internet of Things has kinds of applications, such as smart meter, intelligent transportation. Most requirements of particle application is primary lithium batteries should work in minus 14 degrees C to plus 18.5 degrees C. Also, customers demand power systems could work more than 10 years, even 15 years. It means power system should have super low self-discharge rate. EVE can offer ER battery, SPC, ER plus SPC hybrid power, CR battery solution to cover long lifetime and high reliability requirements. Up to now, EVs have forming a global sales and service network. From the figure, EVs occupy more than 18% share in Chinese mass electricity market. Export primary lithium batteries to countries and regions around the world. We have confidence to offer high quality products based more than 18 years experience of field applications. Why customers chose ER battery to be the key energy system of their equipment? This table shows us 6 main types of commercial primary lithium battery produced in China. ER battery have higher energy density than other chemical systems. Also, open circuit voltage of ER battery is the second highest, 3.6 volts. A 9-mode battery system. The anode of ER battery is lithium metal, but not contain any carbon material. Cathode is cyanoconized. Carbon material of ER battery just provide reaction sites for cyano-current to finish reduction reaction and storage reaction products lithium chloride and sulfur. As we mentioned next slide, the advantage of ER battery are high energy densities and open circuit voltage. Another one is this battery systems has no self-discharge rate. That is an interesting thing. ER batteries have no self-discharge rate because a compact lithium chloride field will form as soon as electrolyte contact with lithium. This field protects lithium from further reaction. But this field also brings passivation and voltage delay as this figure shows. Recall the lowest voltage of this curve is transient minimal voltage. Also we call it TMV. The passivation is increased with longer storage or using time, higher storage or using temperature. There are some techniques to reduce the voltage delay of ER battery, but it cannot and should not be eliminate the passivation as it makes ER batteries have no self-discharge rate and can store more than 15 years, even 20 years. As introduced before, we know the feature of ER battery. How about EVE ER battery? Is there something special of EVE ER battery? Of course. EVE ER battery have high normally voltage and operating voltage can maintain stable throughout the whole night time. EVE-ER battery is maintenance-free as it has less than 1% self-discharge rate at 20 degrees C and have very good sealing performance. Our battery can work in wide operating temperatures, minus 15.5 degrees C to 18.5 degrees C. This can cover most application modes. EVE-ER battery use full-length sealing design to meet the insulation and sealing requirements. The qualities and safety of our products are verified by more than 400 million pieces per year. What's more, EVE-ER batteries has been certified by UN 38.3, YALA 16142, ATTEST, and IEC 686. Electrical performance, safety, and long-term reliability we will test at product quality verification to assure your solutions are able to run long time with high reliability. Following slides, we will show the test items. Firstly, I will introduce the test of electrical performance. It contains three discharge modes: constant resistance discharge, constant current discharge, and post-discharge. Constant resistance discharge will connect with a fixed resistance and record voltage curve and capacitance by discharge deserved. Capacity is equal to middle working voltage device resistance value and times discharge time as ER battery has very stable operating voltage. Constant current discharge is discharged with fixed current and record voltage curve constantly by discharge device. Capacitor is equal to current voltage times discharge time. The last discharge test mode is post-discharge. A typical model has background current and peak post current. In sharp internal pulse, effective capacity is equal to the peak current discharge capacity, and effective capacity is equal to the average current discharge capacity in long interval pulse. We find that self-discharge computation have more important effect of discharge capacity with longer working time, 9-10 years application. Discharged with standard currents, battery can reach more than 18% normally capacities. Loading current and temperatures has critical impact on discharge capacity. The discharge results show us 3 points. Firstly, with standard current, he has more capacity loading smaller current. Secondly, battery have better performance in 25 degrees C. Thirdly, with micro current discharge, capacity lose by self-discharge. In product quality verification, we will test open circuit voltage, operation of voltage, and capacity in different temperatures, as well as low voltage at room temperature to ensure solution can meet customer needs. According UN 38.3, YAR 16142, and IEC 686 standard, EVE-ER battery can meet the requirements of safety tests. Also, we will design some long-term reliability tests to simulate more than 10 years, even 20 years field applications. For example, we will test self-discharge rate of ER battery by microcalorimeter. Secondly, follow-up test under sunshine condition is to simulate the battery reliabilities when they are used outdoor. And then we will test storage tests at high temperatures to test line time based on speed line and Story test at room temperatures is to test the real story line times. Double 18.5 degrees, double 18.5 test. Story at 18.5 degrees C, 18.5% relative humidity is used to test ceiling performance of ER battery. ER batteries has been tested Michael's correct discharge performance at different temperatures, as ER battery can be used as backup power supply systems. And the last, we will study the relationship between persuasion and field applications by long-term temperature cycling tests. Before the product list introduction, I will show the name room of ER batteries according IEC standard. E means living cyanochloride chemical systems. R means cylindrical batteries. Two numbers after R means diameters of ER battery, and the last three numbers mean the height of the battery. Prismatic battery have another name room. E also means living cyanochloride battery, and F means prismatic battery. Two number after F means finish. Two number in the middle means width. And the last two number of this name is mean the height of the battery. This is EVE product list. We have kinds of battery to fit size or capacity requirements. Also, we have post plus tab and safety plus tab to meet special applications. Now, let us do a summary about the advantage of EVE ER battery. Firstly, our products have high and stable voltage throughout operation life. And our products have high reliability, low self-discharge rate, and can be used in wide operating temperatures range from minus 13.5 degrees to 18.5 degrees. Secondly, we have comprehensive solution to fit size or capacity requirements of different applications. Most importantly, more fit applications show that EVE ER battery can work more than 10 years lifetime. Our batteries has been widely used in Internet of Things, such as smart city, transportation, and smart office. Except great performance of ER battery, full quality management systems of EVEs improve the confidence of our clients. Quality control runs from product design to mass production, from IQC to OQC. EVE quality control system of ER battery consists of design and develop quality management model, process quality assurance management model, and product traceability management model. Our lamp of ER battery R&D centers is able to finish electrical performance, safety performance, and material tests with kinds of high precision device. EVE ER battery have complete quality management systems and product certification, especially IATF 16949. To ensure a suitable, consistent, and stability, EVE product line use fully automated production. This is process of packing to ensure safe packing. High quality research parameters and full quality management systems ensure the great performance of EVE ER battery. Lastly, I have some safety reminder to share with you. Don't short circuit battery. Avoid strong internal mechanical force and second batteries without packing or insulation. Please scrap battery by process according national and local laws. Most importantly, do not charge battery. He may cause leakage, explosion, fire, or personal injury. Thanks for your patient listening.
Thank you, Amy. That's a good speech. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well job. Okay. Some of the audiences may just join the show. Let me take this chance and say that once again, during the speech, we offer maximum 15% just over the show. And we'll pick up 100 lucky audience and offer them free samples. And we'll also further pick up 10 lucky audience and offer each one of them a coupon of a United States dollars 100. Stay with us. Don't run away. Don't miss this chance. Next, the speaker will be Jesse. Welcome, Jesse. Wish you good luck.
Thank you. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to introduce our SPC products here. My introduction contains 4 parts. First of all, the brief introduction, then the performance of SPC battery capacitor. After that, we will introduce the manufacturing process and the quality control. First of all, the brief introduction of SPC. SPC is a kind of lithium-ion battery capacitor. It's a kind of hybrid supercapacitor. It's different compared to the double electric layer supercapacitor. Here, the hybrid means SPC is a kind of asymmetric supercapacitor with one electrode of the electric double layer and the other electrode of non-electric double layer. SPC is a series of products with the following models. The first 2 digits of the model number indicate the diameter, and the last 2 digits indicate the height. For example, SPC 920, which means that the diameter of this model is about 9 milliliter, and the height is about 20 milliliter. Take another example, SPC 1520, which means that the height of this model is about 15 milliliter, and the diameter is about 15, and the height is about 20 milliliter. And the size from small to large are SPC 920, SPC 1520, SPC 1530, SPC 1534, and SPC 1550. Products of different size have different capacity and discharge output capability. And also the module A suffix, for example, SPC 1520A. Here the A representing the upgraded model, which has a better pulse capability than the regular models, especially at low temperature. As Amy just said, battery has a voltage delay problem. However, if the battery and SPC are connected in parallel, forming the plus SPC hybrid power supply, then the voltage delay problem can be well solved. The main advantage of the and SPC hybrid power supply are low self-discharge rate, thanks to both battery and SPC battery capacitors have extremely low self-discharge rates. The second advantage is long life, thanks to the high capacity of battery. And the third one is the high pulse capability. High pulse capability thanks to the outstanding output performance of the SPC battery capacitor. In another way, ER battery as a backup battery has the advantage of high energy density, low self-discharge rate, and SPC battery capacitor with the capacitor and the battery characteristics. It provides the post-output capability in wide temperature range from minus 40 degrees C to 85 degrees C or even plus 90 degrees C. Therefore, the hybrid power supplies combines the advantages of ER battery and SPC battery capacitors so that to solve all kinds of special requirements of practical applications. Also, compared to the ER battery, ER plus SPC hybrid power solution has no voltage delay problem. Compared to ordinary capacitors, SPC battery capacitor has a special design. That's what we call hermetically sealed structure. The reason for using the hermetically sealed structure is based on the consideration of long storage and working life. We use the stainless steel that we call SUS304. We use this material to fabricate the shell and the cap of the battery capacitor. After assemble, laser welding to seal the cap with the shell, and that's what we call the hermetically sealed structure. And therefore, our SPC battery capacitor products can be guaranteed no leakage after a long time of work or storage. In conclusion, hermetically sealed structure, including stainless steel structure, laser welding technology, and leads to long storage and working life and no leakage. And because of all the advantage above, our SPC battery capacitors or ER plus SPC hybrid power supply now are widely used in all kinds of applications, such as ETC, shared bike, water meter, gas meter, parking management, cargo checking, telecom station, buoy, geometrically sensor, manhole cover, intelligent agriculture, animal tracking, and etc. Now let's move to the second part, the performance of the SPC battery capacitor. SPC is a kind of lithium-ion battery capacitor. Compared to common capacitors or common supercapacitors, SPC lithium-ion battery capacitor has a higher energy density, which means larger capacity. A larger capacity can support a longer post-discharge requirements. And compared to lithium-ion battery, SPC lithium-ion battery capacitor has a higher power density, especially at low temperature. In this page, the figure on the left shows that the charge and discharge curves of SPC 1538, this kind of model, it can be seen that SPC battery capacitor has a high capacity, which is its battery characteristics, and its charge and discharge curves actually has obvious capacitor characteristics. The figure on the right shows the output ability of SPC 1538. At different temperature, SPC 1538 can have an output ability of nearly 10 watts at room temperature and also at high temperature, plus 85, even plus 90 degrees C. And the current will up to 3 ampere or even above. It can also have a 4 watts output at very low temperature conditioned at minus 40 degrees C. In summary, SPC battery capacitor has the following characteristics: 10 times pulse output at extremely low and high temperature conditions, wide operating temperature range from minus 40 degrees C to plus 90 degrees C, long operating life, extremely low self-discharge, low DC impedance, fast charge, high safety and reliability, and hermetically sealed structure. Taking SPC 1528 as an example, it can be seen that the pulse output capacity of SPC 1528 is basically the same at room temperature and high temperature, I mean 85 degrees C or even plus 90 degrees C. And in low temperature environment, even in minus 30 or minus 40, such very low temperature conditions, it can still perform high power output up to more than 500 milliampere. In the previous slide, we've mentioned that SPC has extremely low self-discharge, mainly because of its extremely low leakage current. At present, we have different methods to measure the leakage current, and now we are mainly introduced two methods. The first one is SPC and ER battery in parallel. We connect the SPC and ER battery in parallel with a standard 100 ohm resistors in series to form a loop from ER battery to charge the SPC battery capacitor. The leakage current of the SPC will be supplemented from the ER battery. Therefore, when the voltage of ER and SPC battery pack are stabilized, we can consider that the current charged by the ER battery to the SPC battery capacitor can be considered to be equal to the leakage current of the SPC. We measure the voltage across the resistor and to calculate the leakage current value. And for SPC 1520, the leakage current, it is about 1 microampere. The second method to test the leakage current is using the isothermal microcalorimeter. And the value of the leakage current is calculated by measuring the thermal change due to the leakage current at a constant temperature. And for the SPC 1520, this model, the leakage current is about 1 microampere. Next is the lifetime issue that our customers are more concerned about. Products such like batteries, lithium-ion batteries, capacitor, supercaps, or some lithium-ion battery capacitor will have a battery capacity decrease and the internal resistance increase when used in a high temperature, especially for a long-term particle application. Therefore, high temperature durability, it is very important for the products which are used in this kind of harsh environment, for example, high temperature or high temperature, high humidity, alternate cold and hot environment. And in our lab, we will also use 85 degrees C storage to accelerate the simulation of the actual application of 5 years, 10 years, or even longer. As the test result shows, after 65 days of the storage at 85 degrees C, the retention rate of the capacity of our SPC product is still over 70%. SPC products have also passed the following certification in terms of safety, reliability, and systems. It could be pointed out that since SPC is also used in the automotive electronic industry, the AEC Q200, the Automotive Electronic Components Reliability Standard, and IATF 6949 quality system are also available. The third part is the manufacturing process. We can learn about the fully automatic manufacturing of SPC product through the following video. Okay, welcome back. The first part of my introduction is the quality control. The requirements of long storage and working life are considered in the quality control of the battery capacitor. The first is the control point. From the video, we can see it is complex to fabricate a SPC battery capacitor. The manufacturing process of SPC battery capacitors includes the process of mixing, coating, cladding, wiring, assembling, welding, injection, formation, capacity, testing, and packing. And the total of more than 2,000 quality control points to ensure that the entire production process is controllable. The second is the control of the production environment. The production environment control of SPC battery capacitors is very strict. Here are two examples. The first one is the cleanliness of the environment. For example, the cleanliness requirement of the wiring process is class 100. What's the meaning of class 100? It means in the volume of every 2.83 liters, the 5 micrometers particle number should be less than 0.083 pieces. And the second is the humidity requirements. Almost for the whole process of the SPC product, we need to control the humidity and the humidity requirement for the injection process is the dew point must be lower than minus 40 degrees C. Here, the minus 40 degrees C didn't mean the temperature is minus 40 degrees C. It means at the room temperature, at 25 degrees C, the relative humidity must be lower than the 0.4%. And finally, the inspection and the traceability. For every SPC battery capacitor product, we will full inspection the capacity, K value, voltage, and the internal resistance before shipment. And all the data, all the inspection data can be traced by the QR code. We can see from this picture, the QR code is on the surface of the battery capacitor shell. All in all, material design, structure design, fully automatic production line, and the quality control have created SPC products with high performance and reliable quality. And above is the introduction of SPC product. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse. A good speech you are given.
Thank you.
Good job. Thank you. Some of the audiences may have just joined the show, but let me take this chance and say that once again, during the speech, we offer maximum 15% of discounts. But just over the show time, and we'll pick up 100 lucky audiences and offer them free samples. And we'll further pick up 10 lucky audiences and offer each one of them a coupon of US dollars 100. Stay with us. Don't run away. Don't miss this chance. Now, we invite Sarah for a speech about the ER plus SPC hybrid power solutions. Welcome, Sarah. Wish you good luck.
Thank you. Hello everyone. Next, I will introduce ES power supply to you. As we well know, EV has rich experiences in the research and the development of primary lithium batteries. Like Figure 1 is an intelligent IoT meter. It has many advantages such as long lifetime, more than 15 years, wide temperature, reach, high and stable voltage, low self-discharge, and high reliability. But there is one thing about lithium-ion batteries: battery passivation and voltage delay, as shown in the Figure 2, which is the morphology of passivation layer. Once lithium contacts with signal chloride, a compact film will be formed. This leads to voltage delay and reduced pass power. At the same time, it brings the benefits of low self-discharge rate and long storage life. The passivation cannot and shouldn't be avoided. Electric 3. It shows that the passivation layer has different influence on the voltage platform with different discharge current. By the way, EI is a kind of power solution with large capacity for long life application, while SPC is one with higher power output capability. By combining them, EI plus SPC is an outstanding solution with both long lifetime and high power discharge, especially for application of IoT meters. Fig 5 shows the typical power consumption pattern of NB. EI's hybrid power solution is not affected by passivation and improves pass output capability. The working principle is shown in Fig 6. The lithium batteries is responsible for the system's more current power supply and charging the capacitor. On the other hand, the discharge requirement of high powers are only fulfilled by battery capacitors. Fig 7 is the voltage delay performance comparison of ER and ES batteries. We can see the ES batteries has no voltage delay and its discharge capacity remains unchanged for a long time. Because of its high electrical performance and safety performance, is widely applied in the field of large pass current and long life requirements. The next question is how to evaluate the power solution. First of all, we need to clarify the design requirements of power supply, including cut-off voltage, operating temperature, expected lifespan. So the main factors to be considered in life calculation include the theoretical power calculation, operating temperature, especially key low temperature, cut-off voltage, and enough allowance. At the same time, we will also conduct simulation experiments and establish a database, such as pass capability test, high temperature aging simulation test, long-term reliability test, and so on. According to the application information input by the customer, we will refer the existing database and accelerate the simulation results to provide the suitable power solution scheme to the customer. Then, speaking of scenario application evaluation, the long-term reliability assessment, including verify the failure ratio and the degradation rate and long-term up test of the electrical performance, as shown in the Fig 6 and 7. And next, we will introduce some typical applications of ES power supply, like smarter metering, smarter grids, medical care, and so on. This is the NB IoT wattmeter, commonly used in NB meters. Some of its key parameters are shown below. Cut-off voltage, working temperatures, expected service life. According to its application mode, the recommended ES power solution scheme is ER26500 plus SPC 1520. The automatic meter reading is a electricity meter with communication module. Our recommended power solution is ER15 250 plus SPC 920. And this AMR applied in NB, LoRa, altimeter, gas meter, and mechanical meter camera. This is a container tracking and positioning system. The maximum current reached 2 ampere. We recommended for 4 parallel ER34 615 plus SPC 1550. And we know shared bikes are widely used in our daily life. Shared bike logs can be transferred online after being scanned. Uh, the parking sensors, due to the difficulty of installation and the frequent parts, the battery is required to have a long life, generally citing the life of 3 to 5 years. We generally recommended the 3 parallel ER34 615 plus SPC 1550. This is a smart trash bin with automatic overflow alarm and internal sensor monitoring to inform sanitation works in time. And next, we will introduce the typical application keys of ES power supply, NB IoT wattmeter. We can see the maximum pulse current reached 300 milliampere. Total annual consumption capacity reached 7.5 ampere hour. And the expected service life is 8 years. According to the life assessment method mentioned earlier, we estimate a service life about 10 years. The scheme has been applied in water and gas meters for more than 8 years. The reliability has been verified. As shown in the figure, the ER26500 plus SPC 1520 battery pack is tested with 250 milliampere, 10.2 milliseconds, pulse in alternating high and low temperature environmental. From the cycle test results, we can see the product performance is more affected by low temperature conditions. Under the temperature change, the voltage fluctuation is relatively small and the battery reliability is still high. So we can draw conclusions below. Under temperature cycling test, the voltage still can meet the requirements. And there is no voltage degradation and being stable. Discharge curves in NB discharge mode are shown in the fig below. The path current is provided by SPC, which has little performance attenuation in practical applications. ER plus SPC power supply can maintain stable working voltage in NB mode. According to the test results, the cutoff voltage has an effect on the effective capacity of the battery. Under normal temperature, the path to cutoff voltage is 2.8 volts, which can meter 5,969 times of data transmission. According to the communication frequency of each day, it can meter the service life of more than 10 years. ES power products meet international general standards. However, from the perspective of security application, the following suggestions are still given. Firstly, do not shortcut the battery. Secondly, do not charge the battery, because changing a non-rechargeable battery creates gas or heat inside the battery, causing leakage, venting, explosion, fire, or personal injury. Thirdly, do not over-discharge. Discharge will lead to the battery voltage be forced to drop below the design value. Gas generation may cause leakage, release, explosion, fire, and personal injury. Firstly, do not decide the battery. Do not disassemble the battery pack. Fifthly, do not squeeze the battery. Do not poke the battery. And last, do not class the batteries. There is a risk of short circuit when batteries are stacked in disorder. We also have complete quality management system and product certification. In terms of safety, ES Power products comply with international standards such as UN 38.3, UL 1642, A tags. That is all my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Good speech you have done.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you, Sarah, for her speech. Some of the audiences may just join the show, so let me take this chance and say that once again. During the speech, we offer maximum 15% of discount, but just over the show time. And we'll pick up 100 lucky audiences and offer them free samples. And we'll also further pick up 10 lucky audiences and offer them each one of them a coupon of US dollars 100. So stay with us, don't run away, don't miss the chance. Okay, I would like to give you the company presentation once again because I think some of the audiences may have just joined the show. So to give you a company presentation once again to EVE. Good morning, guten Tag, bonjour, buongiorno, ladies and gentlemen. Since the breakout of COVID-19, we are not able to meet customers face to face for more than 2 years up to now. Fortunately, now we are being offered with this live stream, and we can present EVE and ourselves to the worldwide customers. Today, our topic, as you can see, is the smart metering lithium battery solution for smart meterings. So, my name is Lampa Lei, the host for today. I've been a salesperson for 9 years dedicated for smart meterings. I wish my company presentation will make you have a better understanding of EVE. We are EVE. Please pronounce like EVE, not Eve. We are group companies for smart metering business. We present ourselves as EVE Energy Company Limited or EVE Asia Company Limited. Now let me present EVE in these 4 parts. About EVE, an overview of EVE, R&D, the capability and strength of EVE. The third part is products and markets, what we can do, what they can be applied to. Revenue, as you already know, EVE is a public company. So in this part, we offer you some data of our past and also the prospect for the future. Generally speaking, EVE is a high-quality platform company, or you can say a total solution provider who can offer comprehensive solutions which are widely used in the Internet of Things or the Internet of Energy, such as consumer batteries, industrial batteries, batteries for energy storage systems, and battery for automotive applications. The history and development of EVE, as you can see, EVE was founded in the year 2001 from the rental building. So basically speaking, we're typically 21st century company, and we started from nothing. And 2 years later, after 2 years of technology communicate accumulations in the year 2003, we started to produce primary lithium batteries, name it lithium thionyl chloride batteries. And we'll talk, my colleague Amy will talk more about this type of batteries later on. From the year 2016 and the 6 years after that, the total numbers of this type of batteries has been ranking the first in China. 3 years later, the year of 2009, we become a public company listed in Shenzhen. So from that year onwards, the endorsements from the capital market provided us a strong support for the development of the lithium-ion batteries. So in the year 2011, we expanded ourselves to lithium-ion batteries, seeking new products and new markets. Also, in the same year, to utilize the technical characteristic of lithium primary batteries and lithium-ion batteries, EVE has launched the innovative products, which we called the lithium-ion-based superpulse capacitor, which is widely used in the IoT world. The year 2015 is a milestone for us. We expanded ourselves to the automotive and the ESS market, a market worth of thousands of billions of US dollars. Our chairman called it the second time startup. Of the same year, we launched the cylindrical NCM cells, or a more familiar name for you is 18650 for the gardening tools and the power tools. In 2009, we have significantly improved the energy density of the modules for automotive and the ESS batteries. Also, in the same year, we have put forwarded the rechargeable beam cells, which is intended for the TWS, True Wireless Stereo headsets. It quickly received recognitions from reputed mobile phone brands. Maybe you have already have one in your pocket. In the year 2021, which is last year, based on the advanced technology and profound production experiences, we launched the 46 series NCM big cylindrical cells. For example, 4680 and cylindrical LP cells, lithium iron phosphate cells, for example, C40. In the past 20 years, EVE has developed more than 50 types of cylindrical cells, both primary and rechargeable, and up to now, more than 2.5 billion pieces are sold worldwide up to now. Innovation-driven development in the future will continue to spread this concept and promote the development of EVE to a higher level. Okay, an overview. Currently, the company has more than 16,000 employees in 6 production bases, 5 sales companies inside China and outside of China. The first one is located in the city of Huizhou. It's also the headquarters of EVE and where we are now. It is in the southern part of China, adjacent to the city of Shenzhen and also the city of Hong Kong. Maybe some of the audiences were once here. The second one is in the city of Jinmen, Hubei province. It is in the central China, near the city of Wuhan. The third one is in the city of Chengdu, Sichuan province. southwestern of China. The next three ones are all in the cities of Ningbo, Qidong, Yancheng, respectively. All these three sites are in the eastern China, near the city of Shanghai. Apart from the production bases, we also have our sales offices in the city of Changzhou, Jiangsu province. It is in the eastern China, near Shanghai again, and also in the Hong Kong SAR, and also in the Taiwan province, and in the United States, and also the European ones is in the country of Germany. Also, we have distribution network throughout Europe and Asia. Our R&D strength, Dr. Liu Jinzheng, is the founder of EVE, also the chairman of the board and the head of the R&D Institute. He has been engaged in the R&D of lithium batteries for more than 37 years. To be the top lithium batteries enterprise with the technical leadership and to produce creatively contribution to lithium batteries industry worldwide is his vision to the R&D Institute. In that institute, we have 2,200 R&D engineers. And also we have 15 15 R&D centers with a building of more than 230,000 square meters and in 10 large-scale laboratories and more than 200 highly precision testing apparatuses. Thanks to the strong R&D team, EVE has making breakthroughs of all key technology of lithium batteries, and made contributions to more than 60 national standards. And EVE is granted with more than 3,500 patents up to today. 4 of them are national level outstanding patents, and the first one is about primary lithium batteries, and the other 3 are about lithium-ion batteries. Next one is our platform and corporations. EVE has been striving with the innovations and development of lithium batteries. We have an in-house postdoctoral program, 2 national engineering centers for key technology and materials of lithium batteries. And in addition, EVE has been cooperating with the Wuhan universities. Wuhan universities is one of the top universities in China and is where Peter was from. StarDot will also cooperate with the StarDot from Israel for the fast charge methods. And also, we have other research institutes on the new materials. Okay, next one, product and market. EV's business majorly can fall into 3 divisions. Name them, they are consumer batteries, EV and ESS batteries, and strategic partnerships. Consumer batteries include primary lithium batteries, small lithium-ion batteries, and small cylindrical cells. The comprehensive portfolios of EV's batteries covers, the comprehensive portfolio of EV and ESS batteries covers prismatic NCM cells, prismatic LFP cells, punch NCM cells, cylindrical NCM cells, and most importantly, the energy storage systems. In addition, we are actively enrolled ourselves into the upstream and downstream, and we have established the partnership with the small, dynamic, Caption, GM, BTR, Semcor, and Zhongke Electric. Okay, next one, the applications in smart life. As you can see, the product mainly applied to two major markets, the 5G or IoT related and the Internet of Things. From the picture, you can see that EV's consumer products can be used in at least 12 scenarios in the home. For example, smart meters, smart security devices, smoke alarms, automotive electronics, T-box, or in Europe, you call it e-calling systems. Okay, intelligent transport especially in China, it's called ETC, Electronic Toll Collection. TWS, headsets, smart wearables, smartwatch, smart bands, e-cigarettes, power tools, gardening tools, vacuum cleaners. It is said that some of the customers cut their yards 3 times a day during the lockdown. Okay, that's why it's light e-vehicles, two-wheelers, four-wheelers, and etc. Up to now, more than 1.7 billion primary lithium batteries has been used in the smart meters and the intelligent traffic. EVE has 80% of the share of the Chinese smart electricity market and about 75 market share of ETC market. More than 1 billion electronic e-cigarette batteries has been sold worldwide. And the cylindrical NCM cells are also widely used in the power tools and the electrical two-wheelers. Okay, applications for new energy. This picture shows the diverse scenarios of EV's power batteries for passenger cars, for special vehicles, for light e-vehicles, construction machineries, electric ships, grid ESS, telecom ESS, and home ESS. According to the statistics, in the year of 2020, EVE ranked as top 4 energy storage manufacturers. And also in the first half of the 2021, EVE ranks top 10 worldwide in terms of power batteries installation penetration. In the year 2021, EVE also ranked top 3 in the penetration of passenger cars batteries in China. Okay, so let's take a look at the capacity planning for the power batteries. The demand for the entry-level EV and the ESS has introduced the rapid of growth of LFP cells. EV's ambition is to be one of the top 5 power battery companies worldwide and with a market share of more than 10%. Okay, our revenue, the revenues of 2020 is about 1.3 billion US dollars, and our goal is to exceed 16 billion US dollars in the year of 2025, which will be a fast growth. The fiscal report of the year 2021 will be released soon. Next, we're going to play a video and to show you EVE's facility and highly automated lines. Here we go. Welcome back. Now it's time for us to go to the part of roundtable. I will pick up some of the hot topic from daily work with worldwide customers and ask from these engineers. In the past years, we have seen many serious energy shortage events around the world, especially the shortage of electricity and natural gas. They happened in the USA, in Europe, and also in China. So energy measurement by smart meters is particularly important. So I would like to take this chance and discuss the following questions with all these engineers. The first question I would like to ask from Peter. Okay, Peter, what is smart meters? What do you think is smart meters? What do you think are the outstanding difference for smart meters compared with other type of meters?
Well, uh, maybe I think it's use and then don't use the batteries, I think.
Yeah.
But actually, the first difference is the traditional meter links to manual reading, and
Mhm.
smart meter is automatically collect the data and,
Mhm.
and also with the communication functions.
Okay.
So smart meter can reduce the manual work, of course,
Okay.
and can read data in the real time. And this data is with a very good traceability.
Uh-huh.
And the second, the data from the smart meter is very precise.
It's
This,
more precise.
yeah, is more precise. This help us better and handling of the actual consumption
Okay.
of the electric or gas or water.
Okay.
And this can help us reduce the uncertainty from the caused by the wrong data. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. And also, the second question is also for you. Why almost
Mhm.
all countries in the world are promoting smart meters?
Yeah, a smart meter, I think, is the basic application of it's a basic of the smart city.
Okay.
Yeah. In addition to the basic measurement functions,
Mm-hmm.
it can enable the remote meter reading, remote valve control, and the faulty detection.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Also, like the abnormal alarm and other, I think, other functions.
So, which means that the recorders does not have to knock at the door,
Mhm.
and they will record the data from long distance outside your house.
Yeah, yeah. It can reduce the manual
Yeah.
work, while saving the labor work and reducing the leakage. It also plays a role in reducing the cost and improving our efficiency.
Okay. Maybe that's why it's the reason I have not seen the recorders for many years.
Yes.
Okay.
And beside that, the cloud basic smart meter system enable the big data analysis.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, and then in turn can optimize the use of the energy, and finally help us with the carbon reduction. Yeah.
Okay. So that if I read from this iPad, then I can know the consumption for my energy, electricity, gas, and water.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. As far as you know, what are the current mainstream smart meters communications solutions around the world?
There are several, such as the NB-IoT in
Sorry,
China.
what is MBIoT?
The NB-IoT means the narrowband Internet of Things,
Okay.
and the Zigbee and LoRa in Europe.
Okay.
Uh, such also in the RF in the USA and so on.
Okay. So in Europe, there are two communication ways: Zigbee and LoRa.
Yes,
And what is RF?
RF is a kind of
Radio.
yeah, radio and collected by a smaller collection. Yeah,
Okay. Because
compared
like
to the NB and LoRa. Yeah.
okay, okay. So and then what are the most common requirements of these communication solutions for batteries?
Mhm.
Please.
I think the first is the non-lifetime requirements. For example, many of our customers need at least 10 years
Okay.
service life.
Well, that's long.
Yes,
Then,
it's
which means
very
in 10
long
years
time.
that we have not replaced my meters.
Yes.
Okay.
The second is the high reliability because you have a long service life. So
Okay.
the reliability of the battery needs to be very good. And
Okay.
this means including the safety and the long-term stable performance.
Mhm.
And the third is also need a quickly voltage response,
Uh-huh.
and like the wide temperature operating temperature range from -40 to +85 degrees C, and
Oh.
even at the temperature cycle. Yeah.
Okay. Then why do we have to have such wide temperature range? I think nowhere else in this world have a degree of -40. People always live in the room temperature.
No, like in China, there are some places in the south, in the northeast, the
Okay.
real temperature will go to the -40, even lower.
Okay. Do you mean the smart meters are usually placed outside the doors?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So temperature can to be very low and to be very high, and in summers and winter they can like cycling.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. So, Peter, now the smart meters are so important. Why the important? What's the important roles of batteries for smart meters?
Yeah, I think it is the highly reliable power supply capability during the measurements,
Okay.
communications, and all the harsh environment. That's
Okay.
important.
Okay. Thank you, Peter. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your good speech. So the next question I would like to ask from Emmy. Emmy, why do we choose lithium cyanochloride ER batteries, not other type of batteries?
I think firstly,
Okay.
is the energy densities of ER battery is as high as
Okay.
613 watt hours kilogram.
650.
Yes,
Okay.
per kilogram,
Okay.
and is much higher than others commercial primary lithium batteries.
Okay.
Secondly, the working voltage of ER batteries is higher and stable for whole life, and the operating temperature range is very wide,
Okay.
from -14 degrees C to +18.5 degrees C.
Okay.
Yes, and what's more, the self discharge rate of ER batteries is less than 1% at room temperatures,
Okay.
as he good storage performance, maintenance free life cycle, and can have the same serve life as the equipment.
Okay.
Yes.
So does that mean if I have a smart meters, I do not have to change the battery during the life cycle of the meters?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Even run 10 years
Okay.
or even 15 years.
Do
Yes,
you
yes.
do you have some evidence for that?
We have some evidence. We have some particle applications that our battery has run in the meter more than 10 years.
More than 10 years?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
And up to now, there are some good examples. Yes,
In China?
yes, in China, all around the world have
Okay.
this example. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Amy. Next question I would like to ask from Jesse, because you are waiting for too long. I know you're good at speech. What are the
Okay.
unique designs of the SPC products for long life requirements?
Wow, that's a long story.
Okay,
Actually,
make it short.
I can spend 3 or 4 days to talk about this.
Oh, we don't have that long time.
I know, I know.
Okay.
Maybe I can summarize it in less than 5 minutes.
Oh,
Well, I think for the requirements of long-term applications, we mainly solve it from 3 parts:
okay.
material design,
Mhm.
maybe structure design,
Okay.
and quality control.
Okay.
Yep. The first part is the material design.
Mhm.
We mainly consider the reducing the impedance and increasing the stability.
Okay.
In order to reduce the impedance, we change the orientation of the carbon in the electrode.
Huh?
control the thickness within the range of the characteristic thickness,
Okay.
increase the porosity of the material,
Uh-huh.
increase the specific volume of the liquid phase,
Okay.
and reduce the distance of the transmission.
Okay.
Yep. And the low impedance characteristic of our SPC battery capacitor is
Mhm.
beneficial to improve its pulse output capability.
Okay.
And in order to increase the stability in the material selection of the battery capacitor, high stable material systems are chosen in the selection of the positive electrode materials, negative electrode materials,
Mhm.
separators, and electrolyte,
Okay.
and etc.
Okay.
And high stability materials can ensure that in a long-term particle application process, the internal side reaction can be reduced
Okay.
and the chemical system can keep stable,
Uh-huh.
thereby to slowing down the degradation of the electrical performance of the SPC battery capacitor.
Okay.
Yes, that's the first part.
Only the first part?
Yes,
Okay, that's a
there's
lot.
still 2 parts to go.
Okay.
Yep, the second part is the structure design. In terms of the structure design, we develop a special battery capacitor structure
Uh-huh.
that we call hermetically sealed structure.
Mhm.
Well, for the ordinary capacitors, they are mainly sealed with the rubber plugs.
Okay.
Yep, such kind of products, such a structure, is easy to leak under some harsh operating environments. For example, high temperature, high humidity, or alternating cold and heat, etc. And that will result in the capacitor failure.
Okay.
Yep. And for our SPC battery capacitor, we use a stainless steel shell and cap. And after the assemble, we laser welding to seal the cap to the shell.
Okay.
Yep. And make sure that there is no material exchange between the inside and outside of the battery capacitor.
Okay.
And electrolyte inside the battery capacitor will not come out. And the gas or the water outside the capacitor will not go into the capacitor. And that's what we call the hermetically sealed structure.
Okay.
Yep. And therefore, SPC can be guaranteed no leakage after a long time of work and storage.
Okay.
That's the second part.
Okay. Second part.
Yeah, and the third part is the quality control. We can start from the quality control points, the production environment, and the traceability. For the control point, during the whole manufacturing process, a total of more than 2,000 quality control points to ensure that the entire production process is controllable.
Okay.
And the production environment control of the SPC battery capacitor is very strict so as to ensure that our SPC battery capacitor products do not contain water, dust, or other impurities.
Okay.
And
So finished
traceability,
already? No?
not yet.
Okay, please go on.
There's also a part about the traceability.
Okay.
The traceability means every SPC product has a QR code on the surface of the shell. And test data like K value, capacity, voltage, and resistance can be checked by the QR code.
Okay. So when there's an issue or customers wants to trace back the quality, they can scan the codes.
Actually, they can send a QR code to us, and we
Okay.
can check
In
during
our
the
system?
Yeah, we have a system. We can check the K value, voltage, resistance before shipment.
Okay. So
Yep.
all these values are automatically recorded by the lines.
Yes.
Okay,
automatic-
that's interesting.
Yeah, because mainly recording this may make some mistake or is not efficiency.
Okay.
Yeah, every year we will ship. We will sell lots of SPC products. So we have to record it automatically.
Yeah. Okay. By machine, not by man.
Yeah.
Like me. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
That's a long speech, but thank you.
Yeah, because I love SPC product. I love the characteristics. So I always have much to talk about our SPC product.
Yeah, I'll give you one day next time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So next question is also for Emmy. Emmy, another question for you. What is the what is the ES plus SPC particularly recommended?
Oh, the LOT meters has a long serve life as long as more than 10 years,
Okay.
as mentioned before. The single ER batteries will cause voltage delays
Uh-huh.
due to the persuasion. So the voltage response will not be so quickly.
Okay.
Yes, and therefore hybrid power supply solutions need to be used in this meter. Yes.
Okay. So that is the field for Sarah, ER plus SPC hybrid power solutions. So, okay, next question is for Jesse again, but this
Okay.
time make it a little bit short.
Okay.
Jesse, can you please share some idea of the characteristic of the supercab and the SPC?
Oh, you mean the ordinary supercab
Yeah.
and SPC?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in my opinion, there are also three parts to go.
Okay.
Maybe the first part is the capacity. For the same volume of the capacitor, maybe EDLC
Mhm.
product and SPC product.
Uh-huh.
SPC has a much larger capacity compared to the EDLC,
Mhm.
maybe 20 times or 15 times larger.
Mhm.
And for some applications which needs a longer post-discharge time, a higher capacity will be helpful in this kind of application.
Okay. So an EDLC is a type of a supercab.
Yeah, EDLC is a kind of capacitor.
Okay.
Yep. And secondly, the working temperature range.
Mhm.
For ordinary capacitor, usually the temperature range of the temperature range, working temperature range is about minus 20 degrees C to plus 70 degrees C.
Okay.
And our SPC product is minus 40 to 85 or even 90 degrees C.
Okay.
And for some application, for example, ETC, the onboard unit of the ETC, the installation is in the front shield of the car.
You mean the glass?
Yes.
Okay.
So in some hot area,
Uh-huh.
maybe in the middle
In the summer?
afternoon,
Yeah.
the temperature of the glass of the front shield of the car
Okay.
will reach very high, maybe 80 or 85 degrees.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. And in some very low, in some area, for example, the northeast of the China,
Yeah.
in the winter, maybe the environment temperature will go to minus 30 or even minus 40 degrees C.
Okay.
Yep. So in this kind of application, maybe the capacitor, ordinary capacitor, is not that suitable.
Yeah. They will
Yep.
fail.
Yep. That's the advantage of our SPC product, the wide working temperature range.
Okay.
And the third part is the problem of leak.
Mhm.
Because of the
Do you mean the problem of leakage?
yeah, the problem of leakage. As I just said, our SPC product, we use a hermetically sealed structure.
Okay.
Yep. And for some ordinary capacitor, maybe in a very harsh environment, after a long term of application, they may leak at that harsh environment.
Okay.
Yep. So that's all. That's the three parts to show that why our SPC product have the advantages in the practical application.
Okay. So you always have 1, 2, 3. Okay. But thank you. Yep. Sarah, I know you were waiting for too long. So Sarah, can you give me some ideas about the advantage of your hybrid power solution ER plus SPC, please?
Of course. Compared with single ER battery, the biggest advantage of ER plus SPC is the hybrid power supply combining with ER and SPC.
Okay.
The power supply is not affected by passivation,
Okay.
and the pulse output capacity is also improved.
Okay.
It has the characteristics of the energy density,
Uh-huh.
a wider operating temperature range.
Do you mean the high energy density?
Yes.
Okay.
A low self-discharge rate, long times the stable discharge rate,
Okay.
plateau, and a long storage life.
Okay. So do you mean that the voltage platform is always like this and then drop?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Sarah, thank you. So So Sarah, now the performance of the ER plus SP solution is so good. How about the safety? Customers
Uh,
may be interested in this also. We don't want any issues with this type of solution. Yeah.
yeah. In total, we sold to worldwide customers more than 300 million pieces
Okay, that's a lot.
of yes, pieces of ER plus
Mhm.
SPC battery packs,
Mhm.
and up to now, the oldest are in the field for more than 10 years.
More than 10 years?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
That's even longer than when I joined in EVE. Okay.
yes. ES Power products meet international standards and meet the requirements of ATEX
Uh-huh.
stands for Explosive Environment Safety Certification for especially application conditions such as gas meters.
Okay.
However, for the purpose of safe use, the following advices are still given.
Okay, so you have some advices?
Yes.
Okay.
Firstly, do not shortcut the battery.
Okay.
Secondly, do not over discharge.
Uh-huh.
Thirdly, do not decite the battery. Do not disassemble the battery pack.
So
First,
customers cannot, cannot proceed the batteries by themselves. It's not recommended. Okay.
firstly, do not squeeze the battery. Do not poke the battery.
Okay.
And then lastly, do not class batteries.
Okay. Make sure they're packed according to EV methods.
Yes.
Okay. Jesse,
Oh,
again for you, I know you have a video of manufacturing process. Would you mind sharing that with us?
yes, I have such a video of SPC automatic production line, and I can play it for the audience.
Okay. Welcome back. Jesse, your
Oh,
factory is clean, tidy, and bright, and fully automated. That's an interesting factory.
yeah, actually, that's a very beautiful thing. I can watch it for whole day.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Jesse. Okay. Next question is for Peter. In addition to smart meters, does EVE has some successful stories of the ER plus SPC solutions? I mean, something not smart meters, other applications.
Sure. In
Okay.
China, we have some very successful projects.
Okay.
First, like the Chinese electronic toy collection, the project is well known as the ETC.
Okay.
We sold more than 200 million sets of battery packs for that. The second is well known as the sharing bikes.
Uh huh.
We sold more than 30 million of battery packs to till now.
Okay.
So we have also we have very good prospects of several markets,
Okay.
such as the smart vehicle license plates and
Uh-huh.
the access tracking systems.
Okay, okay, that's interesting. Okay, engineers, now we may have some questions from the audiences. They would like to ask you a lot of questions, but let me pick up some from them. First question, now I can see that there are some, the first question, does the ER plus SPC solution needs to meet the requirement of CE IEC UN 30.83, UL 1642, etc.? Oh, that's a long question, and I would like to ask this question from Sarah, but one by one. Sarah, any ideas about, please? How about CE?
Okay. C is suitable for electronic devices, and the battery is a component without a protective PCB.
Okay,
So it cannot be tested for AMC.
okay,
So C requirements are not applicable.
okay. So this question is for European customers. And the second question also for Sarah, how about IEC standards?
ER meets the requirements of IEC 686 and
Uh-huh.
meets the requirements of ATEX. IATF 16949 UN 38.3.
Okay, sorry, Sarah, what you just said? What is ATEX?
ATEX is a test standard for applications used in the explosive environment,
Okay,
mostly for smarter gas meters. The code of standard is ICEN 679.
okay, thank you. And then what is IATF?
IATF is International Automotive Task Force.
Okay,
The standard of IATF is for automotive applications. It's one of the highest standards for products.
okay,
But we have been certificated by that.
okay. Maybe that is for automotive applications. There should be no issue. Otherwise, there will be injuries or life loss. Yeah, okay. Uh, Also, you have just said a code UN 30.83. What is that?
UN 38.3 refers to Article 38.3,
Okay,
Part 3 of the UN Manual of Transporter Tests,
okay.
and stands for dangerous goods.
So dedicated for dangerous goods.
Yes,
Okay,
especially formulated by the United Nations for the transport of dangerous goods.
okay. It is United Nations, not USA. Okay,
Maybe. Which requires that lithium batteries must pass the high simulation,
uh-huh.
high and low temperature cycle,
Okay,
vibration tester, impact tester,
okay,
55 degrees C external short circuit,
okay,
impact test, over discharge test, and first discharge test before transport,
okay,
so to ensure the transport safety of lithium batteries.
okay.
Yeah.
So when customers receive these goods, they are safe and in good conditions.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. Okay, then what about SPC?
SPC is classified as a capacitor divided into electronic components, not
Okay,
applicable.
so SPC is not a battery?
Oh,
No?
No, that's a battery capacitor.
Okay, it's a battery capacitor.
Yep, it's a capacitor, maybe with some battery characteristic, but all in all, it is a kind of capacitor.
Okay, okay. It's
Yeah.
something in between capacitor and battery? Is that what you said?
Maybe you can say that, but it should be divided into the capacitor.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mm.
Okay, Sarah. As long as it's a capacitor, so it will not apply to the standards of lithium-ion batteries, such as IEC 62133.
yes.
Yes or
But,
no?
but SPC meets the requirements of IATF 6949 and
Okay.
AECQ 200.
Okay, but what is AEC-Q200? What is that?
Oh well,
Okay, you can answer. Okay, thank you.
Well, ACQ100 actually is a standard for the automotive products.
Okay,
It's some kind of reliability for the automotive electron components.
okay,
Yeah, actually, that's a very severe reliability standard.
okay,
Well, because for this kind of maybe some capacitor or some electronic components in the car,
mhm,
because on-board use is a very harsh environment.
Okay.
As I just said, the temperature
Yeah.
-40 to 85
Yeah.
degrees C, but some of them installing in the maybe next to the engine,
Uh-huh.
the temperature might go higher
Yep.
than 85 degrees C. And actually, when the car drives, or maybe when the engine on, there
Okay.
will be a very strong vibration.
Okay.
That's very strict mechanical environment.
Yeah, especially in the bad road conditions.
Yes. So vibration and also mechanical shock.
Okay.
And for the AEC-Q 200, this standard, we still need to test high temperature storage,
Yep.
low temperature storage,
Uh-huh.
high temperature work,
Mhm.
low temperature work, and
Okay.
thermal shock between high temperature and low temperature.
Oh,
Yep, and also high temperature and high humidity test.
yeah.
And also some, as I just said, mechanical test,
Mm.
environmental test, and so on. So actually, that's a very severe standard for capacitor, for battery capacitor, this kind of product.
Yeah.
And because nowadays more and more our SPC products, especially SPC 920A,
Uh-huh.
1528, this kind of module used in the automotive electrons field.
Mhm.
For example, the ETC.
Mhm.
Yep. And also maybe eCore, T-box, this
Yep.
kind of
Yeah.
applications. So that's why we try to maybe we try to do some research of the ACQ 200,
Mhm.
and we try to get the certification. And actually, we've got that.
Okay, already?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
You just said there is some SPC 920A. Why you add an A at the end?
Oh, here the A,
Yep.
the A suffix means the representing the upgraded model
Yeah.
of our SPC product.
What is the difference with with A and without A?
A is the upgraded product. It can have it can perform a better post discharge
Yeah.
ability, especially at low temperature.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay. So
yes.
it's like a second generation product.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Jesse.
Mm.
Next question is for maybe Peter. How many years of experience does EVE have in the smart metering industry already?
It's nearly 20 years now.
Okay, so from the very beginning of the company.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the total volume of the battery deployed?
It's about 1.5 billion pieces now.
Okay, so you must be able to produce a lot of batteries in 1 year.
Yes.
Okay. So, the next question is very big, maybe also for Peter. Peter, what kind of company is EVE?
Yeah, generally speaking, EV is a high quality platform company for lithium batteries,
Uh-huh.
or you can say a total solution
Okay.
of solution providers.
Okay.
We can offer comprehensive solutions which are widely used in the Internet of Things,
Okay.
the Internet of Energy,
Okay.
such as the consumer batteries,
Mhm.
industry batteries, batteries for energy storage systems, and batteries for the electric vehicles, of course. Yeah,
Okay.
it's very widely used.
Okay, thank you so much. Next question also big, maybe also answered by you.
Okay.
What are the core advantages of EVE, do you think?
I think the core is our R&D strength.
Okay.
Yeah, UAE is a technology-driven company from the very beginning.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Liu is the founder of the UAE and the chairman of the board, and also is head of our R&D institute.
Yeah, I know that Dr. Liu is your schoolmates,
Yes, we all graduated from the Wuhan University.
same
Yeah.
universities,
Yes.
but many years before you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. He has been engaged in the R&D of lithium batteries for more than 37 years
Uh-huh.
since now.
That must be a year when he was very young.
Yeah, since 1980s, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. To be the top lithium battery enterprise, with technical leadership and to produce creative contribution to lithium battery industry worldwide is his vision for our EV R&D Institute.
Yeah, he must have said that to you.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
In the institute, there are more than 2,000 R&D engineers in 15 R&D centers.
Whoa,
Yeah.
2,200 engineers. That's that's a company size.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are so many engineers in
Yeah.
our institute.
Okay.
And the building for more than 230,000 square meters.
Wow.
And there are 10 large scale labs and more than 200 high precision testing equipments.
Okay.
Okay, thanks to the strong R&D team, EV has been making a breakthrough of the key technology of the lithium batteries, and may it contribute to more than 60 national standards.
The Chinese national standards.
Yes.
Okay.
And EV is granted with more than 3,500 patents up to today.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, even more, and four of them is the national level outstanding patents, and most important, the first one is about the primary lithium batteries.
Okay, thank you. Next question: what plans does EVE have for the development in the smart meter batteries in the future? Which directions are there? I think this question must also be answered by you, Peter.
Okay, I think we will keep on improving the quality, the reliability of the batteries of our product. Our aim is to be the most creative lithium battery company and make outstanding contribution to the sustainable development.
For the humankind?
Yes.
Okay, that's a big goal. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Peter, Amy, Jessie, and Sarah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay. Okay, welcome back. I am Lampalay, the host for today. Today, let me give you a short company presentation to EVE. We are EVE. Please pronounce like EVE, not Eve. We are group companies. We're a group of companies for smart metering business. We present ourselves as EVE Energy Company Limited or EV Asia Company Limited. Now, let me introduce EVE in 4 parts. About EVE, an overview, R&D, the capability and strength of our R&D, product and market, what we can produce and what they can be applied to. Last part is the revenue. EVE, as you already know, is a public company. In that part, we offer some data of the past and also the prospect for the future. Generally speaking, EVE is a high quality platform company, or you can say a total solution provider who can offer comprehensive solutions which are widely used in the Internet of Things and also the Internet of Energy, such as consumer batteries, industrial batteries, batteries for energy storage systems, and batteries for automotive applications. The history and development of EVE. EVE up to today is already 21 years. EVE was founded in the year 2001 from the rented building. So basically speaking, we are a typical 21st century company and started from nothing. After 2 years of technology accumulations, we we put forward the primary lithium batteries, named lithium thionyl chloride batteries. My colleague Amy will talk more about that later on. From the year of 2016 and 2 years after that, the total sales number, of this type of batteries has been ranking the first in China. 3 years later, in the year 2009, we went public, and from that year onward, the endorsement from the capital market provided us a strong support for the development of lithium-ion batteries. So in the year 2011, we expanded ourselves to lithium-ion batteries, seeking new products and new markets. Also, in the same year, to utilize the technology characteristic of lithium primary batteries and lithium ion batteries, we have invented the innovative products, the SPC, which stands for lithium ion based superpowers capacitor, which is widely used in the Internet of Things. The year 2015 is a milestone for EVE. We expanded ourselves to the automotive and the ESS market from that year onwards, a market worth of thousands of billions of dollars. Our chairman called it the second time startup for EVE. Of the same year, we launched cylindrical NCM cells, or a more familiar name, the 18650 for the power tools and the gardening tools. In 2019, we have significantly improved the energy density of the modules for automotive and ESS batteries. Also, in the same year, in another branch, we put forward the rechargeable beam cells, which is intended for the TWS, two wireless stereo headsets. It quickly received recognitions from reputed mobile phone brands. Maybe you have already one in your pocket. Okay, in the year 2021, based on the advanced technology and profound production experiences, we launched the 46 series NCM big cylindrical cells. For example, 4680, and also cylindrical LFP lithium iron phosphate cells, for example, C40. In the past 20 years, EVE developed 50 different types of cylindrical batteries, and more than 2.5 billion pieces are sold worldwide up to now. Innovation-driven development. In the future, we will continuously bear this in our concept and promote development of the company to a higher level. Okay, The next slide is about our overview. Currently, the company have more than 60,000 employees, 6 production bases, 5 sales companies inside China and outside of China. The first one is located in the city of Huizhou. As you can see, it's also the headquarters of EVE and where we are now. It is in the southern part of China, adjacent to the city of Shenzhen and also the city of Hong Kong. Maybe some of the audience were once here. The second one is in the city of Jinmen, Hubei province. It's in the central of China, south. It is central China near the city of Wuhan. The third one is in the city of Chengdu, where Sichuan province, southwest of China. The next 3 ones are in the city of Ningbo, Qidong, and Yangcheng, respectively. All the 3 sites are in the eastern part of China, near the city of Shanghai. Apart from the production bases, we have other 5 sales offices in the city of Changzhou, Jiangsu province, eastern China, near Shanghai, and also the other one in the Hong Kong SAR, and also one in the Taiwan province, and the other one is in the United States, and we also have a European ones in the country of Germany. Okay. Also, we have distribution network throughout Europe and Asia. Okay. The next slide is about R&D strength. Dr. Liu Jincheng is the founder of the EVE, the chairman of the board, and the head of the R&D, and also the schoolmates for Peter. He has been engaged in the R&D of lithium batteries for more than 37 years. To be the top lithium batteries enterprise with technical leadership and to produce creative contributions to lithium batteries industry worldwide is his vision to the EVE R&D Institute. In that institute, we have more than 2,200 R&D engineers and also 15 R&D centers with a building of more than 230,000 square meters and 10 large-scale laboratories and more than 200 high-precision testing apparatuses. Thanks to the strong R&D team, EVE has been making breakthrough of the key technology of lithium batteries and made contributions to more than 60 national standards. And the EVE is now granted with as more 3,500 patents up to today. 4 of these patents are national level outstanding patents. The first one is about primary lithium batteries, and the other 3 ones about lithium-ion batteries. Okay, next one is the platform and corporations. EVE has been striving with the innovations and development of the lithium batteries. We have an in-house postdoctoral program, 2 national engineering centers, and key technology and for materials of lithium batteries. And in addition, EVE has been cooperating with the Wuhan universities. Wuhan University is one of the top universities in China, and also cooperate with startups from Israel for the fast charge methods, and also other research institutes on the new materials. Okay, next slide is about products and markets. EVE's business majorly falls into 3 major divisions, name them. They are consumer batteries, EV and the ESS batteries, and also the strategic partnerships. The consumer batteries includes primary lithium batteries, small lithium-ion batteries, and small cylindrical batteries. The comprehensive portfolios of EV and ESS batteries covers prismatic NCM cells, nickel, cobalt, manganese, prismatic LFP cells, lithium phosphate, lithium iron phosphate, pouch NCM cells, again, and nickel, cobalt, manganese, cylindrical NCM cells, and also last one is the energy storage systems. In addition, we actively enrolled into the upstream and downstream of the business. We have established strategic partnership with also small, the company of Small, which is also another public company, Huayo Cobalt, public company, Dynamic Caption, GEM, BTR, Semco, and also Schenker Electric. Okay, next slide. Applications in the smart life. The products mainly apply to two major markets, 5G or IoT related products, and also the Internet of Things. From the picture, you can see that at least EV's consumer products can be used in at least 12 scenarios in the home. For example, smart meterings, smart security devices, smart smoke alarms, automotive electronics, T-box, or in Europe, you call it e-calling onboard systems, intelligent transport, the ETC in China, electronic toll collections, TWS headsets, smart wearables, smart watch, smart band, e-cigarettes, power tools, gardening tools, vacuum cleaners. It is said that some of the customers in the cut their yards 3 times a day during lockdown. Okay, the last one is for the light e-vehicles, two-wheelers, four-wheelers. More than 1.7 billion primary lithium batteries has been used for smart metering and intelligent traffic. EVE has gained 80% of the share in Chinese smart electricity market and about 75% market share of the ETC. More than 1 billion electronic e-cigarettes batteries has been sold worldwide. And the cylindrical NCM batteries are widely used in the power tools and also the electric two-wheelers. Next slide is about the applications in the new energy. This picture shows the diverse scenarios of EV's power batteries can be used in the passenger cars, special cars, light vehicles, and construction machineries, electric ships, grid ESS, telecom ESS, and home ESS. According to the statistics, in the year of 2020, EV ranked as top 4 energy storage systems, and in the first half of 2021, last year, EV ranked up at top 10 worldwide in terms of power batteries installation penetration. Also, in the last year, EV ranked at top 3 in the passenger cars battery penetrations in China. Okay, next slide. Capacity plannings for the power batteries. The demand for entry-level EV and ESS has introduced the rapid growth of LFP cells. EV's ambition is very big, is to be one of the top 5 power batteries companies worldwide and with a market share of more than 10%. Okay, next slide is about revenue. The revenue of 2020 is 1.3 billion US dollars, and our goal is to exceed 16.16 billion US dollars in 2025, which will be quite fast growth. The fiscal report of the year 2021 will be released soon. Next, we're going to play a video to show you EV facilities and the highly automated lines. Here we go. Welcome back. Next week, at the same time, March the 18th, Friday for Europe, we have another live show about NCM cells, NCM cylindrical cells. It is 3 p.m. in Beijing, 8 a.m. Europe. For customers in the United States, it's March 17th, Thursday, 8 p.m. in New York, 11 p.m. in the Silicon Valley. Remember to be there or be square. Thank you, worldwide audience. Thank you for your time. Thank you, vielen Dank, merci beaucoup, gracias. We look forward to meet you in the near future, face to face, somewhere in this small world. Wish you health, fortune, happiness, wish world peace and prosperity. Thank you. Enjoy your weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.